put everybody on notice about the Knicks a long time ago. You had a lot more confidence in this team. For me personally, it's not about confidence. It's the fact that I'm a native New Yorker and a diehard Knicks fan, and I refuse to give them my heart just for it to be broken yet again, with them not getting out of the first round in more than about a decade. But at the same time, what I saw last night, I was shell-shocked. I told the players I almost fainted. I couldn't believe what I saw. And obviously, in the absence of a Carmelo Anthony, you expected the New York Knicks to get run out the building and out of South Beach, but it did not happen. They played them tight at the beginning, and then they ran the Miami Heat off the court, particularly in the third quarter when they hit 8 3-pointers. Raymond Felton was absolutely sensational. I don't want to hear anything else about Jeremy Lin. He is an afterthought. They have a better point guard in New York City right now, and his name is Raymond Felton, who is flat out balling. Ability to get to the hole, create opportunities for other people. Him and Jason Kidd really making sure that the ball moves and making sure that guys are looking to distribute the ball to the open man. And then you use your imagination because you see the confidence that the second unit has in one another, particularly when they're on the court against themselves. Then you start imagining Amari.
All right, welcome back. Sparky Millarky Show.
What he told me yesterday, Carmelo Anthony, who this Sunday probably.
This morning we were talking a lot about the sports world. I just want to clear something up. A lot of people might be saying, how come Coach Sparky's in front of the camera, got the microphone on, all this stuff, just preaching to the world? Listen, I just figured no one wants to hire me. I'll hire myself. Call me Sam Rothstein, a.k.a. Sparky Miller. What's up, Max? How you doing, buddy? You got the life, man. So, yeah, that's the deal. Is I hired myself through Sparky's skills. I got my own show here. I'm going to bring you the sports in my eyes every day. Live, AM, PM. We don't sleep at Sparky Skills. We try and get better every second. We sleep when we can. You know what I'm saying? A couple hours here, a couple hours there. That's it. Drinking orange juice, cooking bacon, eggs. Miss my fiance, miss my baby. Shout out to Kristen McDermott, aka Kristen Miller. I like my bacon crispy.
This is something special that could potentially be taking place here.
Get it right, David. Okay, so that's that. We're gonna have some guests next week and the week after. We're gonna start with Tom Scally from St. James, and then the following week we're gonna have my good friend, excuse me, Chad Baldessano with his boy Tony Ramos, who I've also known my whole life, T. Ray from St. James. Chad is coming out of Wisconsin. I think he stays in Miller Place now or something. But anyway, shout out to Chad, shout out to T. Ray, and Thomas, the King, Tom Scally. Shout out to Dan Duffy too, my boy. Shout out to Frank Molinaro, my best friend since 3rd grade. What up, homie? Who else should I shout out? Shout out to Tom Shelton, his brother Tim, Ava and Bill, like my second family. Herminia Molinaro, John Molinaro, Michelle Molinaro. So, SparkySkills@gmail.com, 10:06 a.m., December 7, 2012, all day. SparkySkills.com is all day. 786-499-7746. Book your lessons now. Get better or fall behind. And once you fall behind in baseball, we all know there's no coming back. Yeah, it's like riding a bike. But if you take a month off and those other guys keep going, you never catch up. Unless you're a natural, like Robert Redford, a.k.a. Sam Rothstein, a.k.a. the King. Oh, that reminds me, speaking of the King, let me get your thoughts on this. I told my fiance a while ago, we were thinking about names for babies. And I told her, I said, and take this with a grain of salt, people, don't tell anybody, because I'm trying to keep this a secret, actually. But what it is I'm going to name my son Ricky King Rose Miller. Relax, don't start yelling at me. I don't want calls on this. I want calls, but I don't want to hear, oh, you're ridiculous, you can't put King in there. So, or maybe we do want to hear that. I'm sure my fiance wants to hear that, because I think my mother-in-law, my future mother-in-law said, oh, shout out to Kathy, my mother-in-law. Love her. She's great. She's awesome. She actually has her own practice over there. I think you could go to her and get hypnotized, too. She's got some new kind of method that's real cool. I don't want to say something that's not true, so shout out to Kathy and her husband Peter, my future father-in-law. Oh, and the girls, Kat, Mary Grace, and Lisa, and Big Ann. Oh, now I lost my train of thought. Okay, oh, Ricky King Rose. So, I'm not even going to say too much on that. Call me, tell me your thoughts. 786-499-7746. 1008. Yeah, if you're looking to book lessons and you think to yourself, where can we do it? Because my Florida people, my Florida clients, they all, it's different. It's 80 degrees with blue skies. So my point is if you want to run the bases from first to from home to second, or second to home, or first to third, on a real dirt surface and stuff, that's why I like to get out there. But right now in New York, anyway, my point is if you really want to go to the show and you want to go out in the cold, on the field, in the dirt, on the bases, we can do that. Because I'm going to do that myself this winter. I'm not saying snow on the ground. Well, I am saying snow on the ground, but that's for me. But for you, like the other 2 days, it was 60 degrees out. Perfect, perfect, perfect man weather to get out there and long toss and jog and stretch. You know, you got to be smart. You got to know what you're doing. Because I remember a couple times as a kid, I wasn't being smart, wasn't listening to my coach, aka my dad, and I remember one day a couple days I pulled that quad running. In baseball, all the injuries, they come and go. The hamstring's tough to get over, but baseball players, their body is a rock. Probably even more so than a football player, because the football player takes so much physical abuse, even in workouts leading up to the NFL, that I would think his body's not as strong as a Major League Baseball player. And take that with a grain of salt, because again, they're juiced up, they're in the gym all the time, all this stuff. But baseball players know what I'm talking about. From here to the toe becomes one rock when you play 162 games. Then you're sore, your body heals, you get stronger, stronger, stronger. Up until probably about 40, I want to say 42 years old. Or 41, 40 years old. 10:11 a.m., December 7th, coming back, Sparky Skills.